A security guard at a gym in Mesquite ended up dead when police say he was attacked while doing his job.
Advancing security guard news. I am Jay Gutierrez. Today I will be highlighting the death of a security guard who died while working. He was trespassing 3 individuals from a basketball court, and he is no longer with us for doing his job. His name is Patrick Prejean. He was 43. His death, I feel, could have been prevented, and I blame it straight up on the security guard industry.
Michelle Hall is Prejean's cousin. She says he had been working security at the gym since last summer. Hall says many family members found out about his death from the video posted on YouTube.
We're all numb because we just can't believe that, he's gone and the way it happened. He has, 3 boys, that's left without a father.
This, I really feel it touched me because I've been part of gyms. I've been working in gyms since I was 14. Gyms are supposed to be a place of healing, of rehabilitation. They're meant to be a place that prolongs life and not meant to be a place where life is taken away. What we're going to do now is I'm going to read an article from fox4news.com. I'm going to show you their video, and I'm going to show you a part of the video that shows what happened with this guard and his death. That's age restricted on YouTube. So keep this in mind, this might be a little bit of a long video. The purpose of this video is not to talk bad about the security guard, but to highlight the weaknesses of security, of the security industry, and where we need to change our tactics and our training. All right, Fox 4 KDFW. The title of this article online is 3 men charged with beating Mesquite gym security guard to death. It was released 10 hours ago. This is the security guard who's no longer with us, Patrick Prejean. Mesquite police arrest 3 men they say murdered a security guard at Mesquite gym.
Police are not releasing many details about the assault Saturday at the Fitness Connection or what may have led up to it, and that has the family of the victim, 43-year-old Patrick Prejean, concerned.
The family, we're not good. We're not good with this.
Leaders say the altercation was between a security guard and others in the gym area. What happened during the fight is unclear, but the security guard, 43-year-old Patrick Prejean, was taken to the hospital and pronounced dead.
We want answers. Because of the way it happened and how sudden it happened. Like you say, he's just a gentle giant.
Investigators tell us they have identified some people in the video, but at this time no charges have been filed, mainly because the cause of death has not been determined. The medical examiner will determine if Prejean was the victim of homicidal violence. As the investigation continues, this family says they won't stop until they get justice for their loved one.
I will miss his smile. Like I posted on social media, my favorite picture with Pat was when he had his cowboy boots on. And if I tell you, he came over to my mom's house, he was clean. He didn't deserve to, leave us like that.
He's escorting them. He's not in front of them, he's behind them on the side. The technique, they pass the threshold, and obviously looking to go south. They grab him, they take him down. If you wind down a little bit to see what triggered this event. Now, what I do like is that the guard was not in front of them. That's something a lot of guards that are trespassing people do sometimes. They'll get in front of the person, completely exposing their back. He wasn't doing that. He was on the side, he was behind them. It's a little tricky to maneuver when you got 3 people though. I'm gonna bring this down to a few seconds to 0.5. Bear with me, guys. And it's because there's a part when you reach into 17 seconds of the video, you see that that's when things go from bad to worse. Again, he's walking them. He has them on the side. And 3, 2, 1, he pushed the guy. I'm gonna talk about that now. All right, guys, that video, I'm not sure what happened before the video. I can only talk about what happened during that video. And when security was escorting the three individuals that were now being trespassed, the security put hands on person. Person reacted, and security is no longer with us. When you put your hands on somebody, you open up the door for a response, which could be the same or greater as far as physical contact. It was a little shove, a little push, a little love tap, however you want to call it. It was enough to trigger that one guy, and then that one guy's emotion escalated because there's two other people that they're already all heated. All four of them are hot. All four of them are a ticking time bomb right there. And then, boom, this guy's no longer with us. You can see the whole video on YouTube. Remember, it's age restricted. Now, how do I recommend for people to trespass other people? I tell guards never trespass anybody unless it's like the very, very last option you have. And you have to do a risk assessment. You have to do analysis of who you are, where you are, what's going on, how are you going to do it, what levels there are to it. You got to get in the nitty-gritty details. And once you figure that out, and you have to practice it 2 or 3 times, and you get better at it, you have more control over the situation, right? Number one, you have to have control over yourself. The guard was hot. The people were hot, and I get it. You know what I would do as security, and then people say hindsight's 2020 and all that crap, but this is what I've done. Like I've said before in my videos, I never go to somebody by myself. Now, depending on the situation, you can do that. I like to put never on it so that I rarely do anything whenever I work security when it comes to trespassing people. I would contact management and say, hey, depending on the situation, right? If management doesn't know that this is happening, you contact management and tell them, hey, there's some individuals being loud. What do you want me to do about it? If management's saying, hey, I want you to trespass them, you tell them, hey, there's 3 of them. I'm one guy. I cannot trespass them. Oh, but your security, that's your job. If you would like, you as management, you have more authority here than I do. You can speak to them and I can be your support. If they say no, if they throw it at you, no, your security, that's too dangerous. That's why we have you here for. You tell them, I'm not armed with any type of defensive tools. That's 3 against 1. If you like, we can call the cops. Or if you like, I can escort you to them and I can be your support as you talk to them. I think this is the better de-escalation technique that we have for this particular situation. If they say, you know, you're fired, whatever, it is what it is, man. This is why you have to save 10% of your paycheck all the time. And if you're making ends meet, this is why you have to, for a couple of months, save up, work overtime. You have to, you know, I don't have all the answers for security. I don't have all the answers for people's lives, but I'm just trying to give you some awareness of things. Don't trespass people yourself, and don't do it by yourself. Law enforcement normally has, you know, somebody with them. And if you don't have any defensive tool, any defensive training, you know, things can go south. Remember, contact management. Now, I understand sometimes there's night shift and you can't contact management. That's when you make the risk assessment. You contact your supervisor of security. If you're working for an agency, if you're working directly for the building, you try to call management. If management doesn't answer, you call 911. That's it. You don't do nothing if you're not armed to the teeth. If you don't have no support system, you don't do anything. You're supposed to be a watchman. If you're hired as an armed guard, that means you're most likely going to be hands-on. If you are unarmed, you are a watchman, security guard. That means you're watching out. You can do first responders things like, you know, use the AED, CPR, you know, do CPR and things like that. You can do fire prevention. You're not meant to be hands-on, physical, touching other people in violent situations. It is sad we lost this security guard, but I have to highlight these things so security can get training, can get defensive personal protective equipment, and they could take the job more seriously, understand that 9 times out of 10 you're gonna be Gucci, you're gonna be fine. But there's that one day when things hit the fan that you have to be ready for what could possibly happen. That's it, guys. Take care of yourself, love yourself, hate me, dislike, like this video, whatever. I gotta throw this out there. I think the more this video reaches other security guard, the more we can prevent things. And I blame everything that happened in this video on the security guard industry for giving us no training, for not enforcing certain things. Like, I want to abolish unarmed security. It, like, at the very least, you gotta have a vest on, man, with some pepper spray. Being unarmed, it is a risk for security. Take care of yourself, love yourself. Wipe down your workstation, get some PPE, get some training. Adiós, os quiero mucho.